All right. Welcome back to another episode of Light Skin Pod, number 61. Over that hump. Now it's the road to 100. But it's a nice little thunderstorm going on outside.
Yeah. Nice little ambiance.
Yeah, you know, little mood setter.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I can sleep in this.
Mood setter.
But today we're here with a good friend of mine. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Tim Weber.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Duluth, born and raised.
Yeah.
Glad to be here, man.
Heck yeah.
Very, very glad to be
man.
here.
I've been wanting to get you on for a bit, so should be a fun one. But like always, we start from the beginning. Tell me about Baby Tim.
Oh, baby Tim.
Yeah.
Little baby Tim. Little baby Tim never grew up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a little baby Tim.
I hear you.
I'm a child.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Fuck.
That's all right.
No, but when I was little, I was born in Duluth, raised in Duluth.
Which part of Duluth?
So, Central Hillside.
Okay.
I was living there when I was just a little guy, a little shaver, until I was about 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Then moved up to Kenwood.
Okay.
Kenwood area.
Yep.
Grew up there. Different dynamic, you know. When I was younger, as kids all over the neighborhood, all over the place. And when I moved up there, it was a little more spread out and a little more woodsy.
Yep.
So a lot of time playing in the woods and building forts and doing the fun things.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. Nothing wrong with that. Siblings?
Yeah, I'm the baby of the bunch.
Okay.
So I've older sister. She's the oldest sister, then brother, then sister, then myself. So.
Okay.
My oldest sister is 10 years older than me. My brother's 8 years, and my other sister is 4 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What school did you go to growing up?
Oh, man. I remember this video of my first time getting on a bus. It was Julius Barnes. It was preschool. It was fun. But then I went to Chester Park in Duluth. Yay, Tigers. Then Woodland in middle school, and then I went out to Duluth East for high school.
For high school, okay.
Yeah.
So did you play youth sports?
Yeah.
Youth football, Kenwood Chester?
I did not play football.
Okay.
No, I should have. I absolutely should have. Yeah, but God, what did I play when I was younger? Baseball? When I was like 10, 11.
I feel like every kid in Duluth played baseball when they were younger. I feel like everybody played it, yeah.
Man.
It was a huge following. I remember like 50% of the boys in my class were playing baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of funny to say that, because I was looking at it right now. I was talking to my buddy, like, where are all the kids playing sports? Like, where are they? Like, our kids are playing soccer, baseball, football, hockey. This kid's playing basketball. It's like they're playing all the sports. It's like they're on all the teams. Like, where are the other kids?
Yeah.
Like,
Just
it
in
seemed
the
like they were all over the place before.
We noticed back when I first started coaching youth football, like 25 years ago, every neighborhood had their own football team. And there was tons of kids. And then over the years, it's like Morgan Park, like all the Kenwood Chester, they just couldn't support that amount of kids anymore. And so we ended up going to two teams in Duluth. But yeah.
That's wild, because when I grew up, the city size in Jersey was about as big as Duluth. But we had one team for our city. So we had 6 and 7 year old, and then 8 and 9, 10, 11, and then 12 through 14. And all we did was play other cities. And no matter how big that city was, they only had one team. So your sideline can be 60,
That's
80 deep.
crazy.
And but it made you a dog, because we also only had one high school in our city, you know. So here they got Duluth East and Denfeld, not us. Bridgeton had Bridgeton High School. Cumberland had Cumberland Regional. Delsey had, it was like that. So your high schools were massive, but you also knew you playing with everybody that you played against. That you played with growing up. So everybody has so much familiarity, with each other. It was different.
Well, and even now, we've got Denfeld in East, but there's also Marshall.
Oh, yeah, I forget about Marshall.
Stella Maris, Lakeview Christian Academy, I think, goes to be senior. I think so.
Yeah, football?
Oh, no, not football, just
okay.
high schools.
Yeah, okay, got it.
And then, of course, we had Central, too.
Yep.
You know, so we had a lot of high schools at one point in Duluth. And Morgan Park used to be a high school.
Oh, they were high school too.
Yeah.
See, I thought they were only elementary or middle.
No, my dad graduated from Morgan Park High School.
Really? I didn't know Morgan Park in high school.
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
wild.
until like the 70s or something. Somebody will fact check me, I'm sure. But yeah, and then they all ended up going to Denfeld.
Okay. So you play baseball. Did you, as you progressed through like middle and high school, did you play on the other sports? Or did you stick with baseball all the way through?
I started playing hockey.
Okay. Well,
Started at the ripe age of, I want to say, 13 or 14.
That
Late-
in
late-
Minnesota,
It was like 10 years
yeah,
late.
you're a late bloomer.
You're a senior citizen.
Here.
Seriously,
Yeah.
started like
Yeah.
4 years old. Kids are on the ice.
You were getting
around
bullied.
4 or 5. Oh, fuck. All right. My first year of hockey was Bantams. I played B2 for Central. Holy shit, that was a long year. I couldn't stop. Like, we'd run drills, and the way I would stop is hit the fucking boards.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in boards. Like,
Yep.
it was such a long year, but I stuck it out and just did it because I found I really liked the game. It's
For
a
sure.
super fun game. Challenging as hell.
Yeah.
Then the next year I played, God, I want to say it was freshman year of high school. Played Bantams again.
Okay.
Then it was B2s again. And it was just like, it's freaking terrible.
Yeah.
I was not good. After that, I played like 2 months of junior gold, and 2 months in, I'm like, I started 10 years late
Yeah.
here. Like,
No, for sure.
that's one thing I never understood. The B2, the
I was
gold.
going to ask about it, but I was like, you know what?
We don't have time.
Oh, no, this
I
would be
just
too deep.
learned more about it this year, actually.
Okay.
Because my son didn't go to tryouts, so he got put on the C team. He's like, I'm not going to play hockey. Then, 4 weeks in, he's sitting there eating a bag of Cheetos. I'm like, you're eating Cheetos. I'm like, God damn, man. We're going to do something,
Yeah, you
man.
gotta
Let's
do
go do something. He's like, all right. So, like, you're going to play hockey for a month, and if you don't like it, December 1st, you can quit. He's like, okay, bet, let's go. So he got into it again, and he's like, December 1st came around. He's like, yeah, I want to play it. Nonetheless, he's on the C team. It was the first time I've ever heard of a C team for hockey.
Yeah.
Holy crap, the traveling that we did for a C team. So it was B1, B2, they all kind of play in the B level tournaments.
Okay.
C, you play in the C tournaments, and there are like 12 C teams in the state of Wisconsin. So we were on the road freaking every weekend, like 11 to 12 weekends out of town.
That's crazy.
For 2 games. You know, you're gonna drive 2 hours, go play 2 games, head home. It was pretty crazy. Honestly, it was a lot of traveling.
Yep.
But the parents of the teammates, they all kind of came together and bonded with that. But at the same time, it was like, holy hell!
Yeah.
I had never heard of a C team. B1, B2, absolutely. But
The traveling for the sports is so crazy.
It's sick.
And I coach alpine skiing in the winter, and sometimes, some of these runs are like 30 seconds. And you go for a weekend to Michigan for a 30-second run and you crash, you're like, oh man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Think about track. I watched that sprint documentary, whatever it is, on Netflix, and they talk about we trained 4 years to run 9 seconds.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's all you do. You train. You may have 3 meets a year, but your ultimate goal obviously is Olympics. You got one event, and this is all you've been doing.
9
Trying
seconds.
for 9 seconds.
I can run 9 seconds.
Okay, what?
I can make it 8. I don't know the time wise, but I can make it 9 seconds.
I ain't gonna
probably.
lie, I have never clocked myself in 100. I'll never do it now. But I've been wondering, like, at my top, I know it would have been slow, probably I think I could have got a 12, like a 12.5. Yeah, I think I could have floated one of those. But, I mean, that's a fast run. I was fast, though.
Because what's an Olympic time for
average?
that? Yeah.
Say, like, they break in 9s. You're like 9.
If you hit 12 in your day, man, you cooking.
Yeah, I'm cooking.
I wouldn't want to get in front of you.
Yeah, no.
No.
But so
No way.
my fastest 40 ever FAT time was 4:89, and I was 325, 330 running that.
4.89.
Yeah, floating. We had a kid though, named Les Hall. Les was probably 330 as well. Les clocked a 4.7 flat, and I'll never forget watching this run, thinking, damn, like, and he was a guard, big dude. I'm talking about fluid on his feet. So fluid. Man, I wish I was like that. That's different.
Yeah.
You know, then you got your Aaron Donalds who running 4.6s. Right. You know, it's different. Athletes are insane. When you meet them and you see them, it's crazy. So through high school, did you ever think you wanted to leave Duluth at all? Or like as you were starting to graduate and think about what's next, did you always think you were going to stay here, or what were you thinking about?
Oh man, what was I thinking about in high school? Fuck.
Well, we know what some of our thoughts were. You know.
Gosh, you know, I always wanted to leave the area. I always wanted just to experience life. Mm-hmm. I mean, I dig the area. I love June, July, August, or maybe July, August, September, actually. But yeah, I always wanted to get out and venture out. I mean, I always wanted to, when I was younger, I always wanted to move to like New York for a year and just live that hustle bustle lifestyle and just see what it's like. You know, like just to experience it. I always wanted to do that, but you know, I have zero ambition to do that today. Yep. Zero. But I always thought that would be fun and cool to do, but never did it.
Yep.
Never did it. You know, I just didn't have the funds or ambition. Yeah. Honestly, that's really it.
So what did you do after you graduated high school?
Not much, man. I went to LSC like 3 times, failed out each time, was not ready to go to college, was not ready to start living life. I was super irresponsible, honestly. Lived a party life and had zero ambition. My goal in life was to be a bartender and just roll with that. And then when I was 21, hitting 22, I found out I was having a baby. It was like, I need to change my life goals. Like, I need to change my responsibilities.
I lock in a little bit.
Yeah. So then that changed a little bit, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's wild because I was listening to somebody talk the other day and he's like, yeah, I had a baby way too young. I was like, oh, how old are you? He's like 24. I said, you won't want to work at my job.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I got kids that are 15, 16, worried about, I mean, they better have a baby soon. And they're like, all right, what do I do? How do I navigate this? You know, it's like, that's what I couldn't imagine being in that predicament. You know, trying to balance a life that was already chaotic before the word baby came into it. You know, school is hectic. You know, you trying to figure out a job. Some of the youth are homeless, you know, bouncing couch to couch. You know, it's like...
Now you have a little human to care for.
Exactly, you know. And which is so scary to think about because you trying to figure out getting your own shit together, you know. I mean, even at 18, 19, 20, 21, you still trying to get your shit together.
I think it's scary to think about and, like, look at it, but, like, I think in the moment, it's like, you don't even know what that is, what the responsibility you're walking into with that. Like, you have no clue. It's like, oh, you know, I'm having a baby. It'll be stressful.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's a life changer.
Yeah.
It's a life changer. Like, it is not your ambitions, goals, who you are, what you want. Everything is going to change when you have a kid. Like, everything changes. Like,
I see that all the time, like these young girls that, you know, just don't quite have their stuff figured out yet. And all they talk about is, I want a baby. You're like, man, you think your life is crazy now? Yeah. Wait till this kid has the flu for 6 days. And you got to still work. You still got to go to school. Like, it's on another level.
Wait till think about paying for daycare. I was talking about buddies pay $250 a week. And they want to have a second kid, and they said the only thing that's stopping them is the price of daycare. It's just crazy to think about that you can't even.
Other countries, it's paid.
Oh yeah, well, America is very different here.
We're built different,
and that's built different, and every other. Yeah, there's so many things about. I love the country. I mean, we're savages. We're also, I don't know, we're insane. We are an insane group.
I mean, there's daycare assistants out there, which is nice. You know, navigating it, number one, finding out how to get it is a problem. A lot of people don't even know it's there. A lot of people don't know how to get it.
Yep.
But then again, it is not there for everyone. It's a financial thing. So if people are just barely making it, middle class family that is above that threshold, but not able to really afford daycare, putting another kid in daycare, it's like, well, what do you do now?
Yeah. Everybody is, and we talk about this pretty often. Of like, I even think about people who are just on government assistance. Period. It's so in the line of work I do. My goal is to build independence. That's my goal. I want people to have ownership and build generational wealth, and things like that. But so much of what they're given or handed, already is you at your education level or your job experience level, it's going to take you forever to be able to make a salary that covers all that this assistance is giving you. Yep. $1,000 or $1,500 in food stamps, rent assistance up to $1,600 plus all your utilities. Vouchers for this and that. It's like, damn, I don't even spend $1,000 on my own food, and I eat. It's crazy. But where's the extra money coming from? But if you make over, say, $1,500 a month, then you lose it all. It's like, God damn. So how do you tell people, hey, we got to get you off of this, but it's about to be a struggle for the next 3 to 5.
I like the idea of like a tapered decrease, honestly, to like a 4 to 6 year thing, so people can, get where they need to go and get them into a independent financial spot. Whether it takes 4 or 6 years, maybe even 8 years, then start tapering down. So it's not like hey, cut off, good luck, and maybe even like a sliding scale of who, not so much a cutoff on like, oh yeah, you get the assistance if you're above this by $1, nothing. Like, so it's like, okay, maybe we taper it down to like, if you're at 75% of it, of the scale for income, then you get 75%, and like kind of widen that gap out a little more to get that assistance for the middle class.
So it's not like all or nothing.
The middle class is going away.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it's not a question. Like, it's so minimal. And it's like to have more assistance for more people available instead of a lot of assistance for a smaller amount of people, which truthfully will create dependence.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, it creates dependence. Like you're saying, like, why the heck would you want to better yourself? You're getting everything handled. Like,
exactly.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't.
Yeah, no. I love comfortability.
Yeah.
If it can be easier, I'm cool with the easier. So.
I don't like the dependence it creates. Even like, so they're trying to figure out for the homelessness right now, right? And major issue. I couldn't imagine being homeless in Duluth. I would find a way to get to Florida.
Yeah.
But realistically, like, it's a problem. It's a major problem. But, the program they have right now is long-term homelessness. And it doesn't, it's just housing. It's housing, which is good. I mean, but how is it helping long-term?
Exactly. That's the other thing. I hear a lot of people talk about housing too, and it's like, all right, that's one thing. But like you mentioned earlier about understanding resources, we have resources out the ass here in Duluth. I mean, we are resource central, but understanding how to truly access those resources, what these resources mean, how they can help you go from point A to point B, is a whole nother conversation, which I think that's the part we lack in a lot, is teaching about the resources.
I think the other part is like, not just teaching the resources and like what's out there, but like how to use those resources to work right now and how to build yourself to not need them tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the thing that I think is a huge, where, targeted case management, ARMS. Well, ARMS is a big one for that, because ARMS is like a 2-year goal of like, you're done. You don't need us. But I think that is an area where a lot of people are like, I don't need ARMS or I don't need case manager because I can access these resources myself. It's like, yeah, but do you want to continuously do that? Like, is that your goal? And if, a lot of people don't want to be dependent. You know, it's not. But then if it's comfortable,
Yeah.
it's hard. You know, it's a sacrifice. Everybody's got a price for everything in life. You know, so am I willing to sacrifice my independence on, you know, financial independence on being dependent on the government? Yeah. You know, if it's available, I am.
Yeah.
I am. Truthfully. You know, that's just who I am.
So it's a life balance. It's a balance in that.
But like, yeah, like learning how to like move forward, you know, and instilling the confidence that you can move forward.
Yep.
And like, there's other ways about going. No. Yeah. We're in our wormhole. Governmental programming.
All right, so after you had your first kid, and you started to kind of buckle down, did you start to think about kind of what you wanted to do long term?
Yeah, like I've always knew that I was going to go to school to be a nurse. That was, it was ingrained in me as a child from my mom. My mom was always like, "You're going to be a nurse, Tim," or like, "Tim, you're going to be a great nurse." My siblings and I always joking, "You would be a great nurse." You know, I say that to each other now. You'd be, because it was just the conversation from my mom. I mean, my mom was an RN, my dad was an LPN.
Okay, oh yeah.
My oldest, both my sisters are RNs, so it's like I knew I was going to go in the field. It was just having the ambition and want to actually do it.
Yep.
As soon as I found out I was having a baby, I think that was like late February. I enrolled to go to school in March, and I went to school for like 11 straight years.
Yeah.
And 10 years, I don't know. It was a couple of years.
Yeah.
A couple of years in there.
Where did you go to school? So LSC or?
I went to WITC.
Okay.
Yeah.
WITC. That's the technical one.
Wisconsin
It's weird.
Indian Head Technical College.
It's a new name now.
Oh, it is?
It's the one by the YMCA, right? It's a very,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Northwood Tech.
Northwood Tech.
Oh,
Yeah, I still
alright.
call it WITC.
They, you know what? That school don't get nearly enough credit, dude. They got some dope ass programs in there that I'm trying to get a lot of our students hooked up at. They got a cool ass. They do a big robotics program. I heard about their nursing program. They also do some trade stuff in there.
It's kind of like maybe an equivalent to Fond du Lac Community College, because they offer a lot of them same
Fond du Lac
programs.
does not get enough credit either.
Yeah.
And see, I don't know much about Fond du Lac.
That's where I graduated from.
I dig Fond du Lac. I taught there for a little bit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't want to brag about my college education,
That's a
but
big one.
got a degree from
University
there.
of Fond du Lac.
That's right.
WITC.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Tomorrow starts today.
Yes,
Was that
I
the
was.
commercial?
Yeah, they have the best jingle.
Honestly.
Yeah.
They're right up there with Arrowhead Autobody.
Yes, everybody can sing the Arrowhead Autobody.
Even if you haven't heard it, you can hear it.
Yeah, and if you can't, we know you're not from here.
Right.
Why did it take you 11 years to graduate nursing school?
Oh no, not nursing school.
All right, can I
no.
Not
A lot of
put you
people
on
go
the
to
spot,
school
but-
for 11 years.
Yeah.
They're called doctors.
Okay, yeah. We just made it to nursing.
Yeah, nursing school, gosh, I think it was 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did I graduate? 2009?
Okay.
Yeah, 2009.
And I was in 11th grade.
And so, what was your What was your focus in nursing? Do they do that? Like,
No,
oh,
not
they
at
don't.
that level.
Okay.
No, so it was like a 2-year RN degree. And it was just, you can go work as an RN.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did you work at first? In one of the hospitals or?
My first job was at Lakeshore, not assisted living, it was like a Lakeshore.
Lakeshore,
Yeah, my grandpa was there.
Lakeshore Ice.
Yeah, on 40th Avenue East there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I worked in like the swing bed short-term rehab department. That was the first job.
Did you like it?
It wasn't bad.
Okay.
It wasn't bad. I worked evenings.
Yeah.
And I worked nights. And it was just weird. I was down there by myself. I just graduated. I was like, oh man, this is the show.
Yeah, I
Here
watched
we
the
go.
movie about
Made
this
it to the
before.
show.
So, how long were you there?
Gosh, I was there for 6 months, and then I took a job at the Essentia. in Superior. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
They're watching. So,
oh, great.
yeah, we got you guys.
Yeah, they fired me.
Yeah, oh.
Nice to see you guys.
Tim, remember him? Yeah. That's the guy.
Now look at him.
Successful.
They rightfully fired me, probably. No, but then I worked in Essentia in Superior they were rolling out their new Epic EHR. So I came in for temporary, worked there for like 6 months, then went back to Lakeshore, and I took an evening shift manager job.
Okay.
And I found out that I'm a terrible manager. I'm very laissez-faire, very, just try your best.
Yeah.
Let's do as best as you can, you know?
Yep.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you put an effort in.
It's hard to see when you're working for somebody, you know, it's like, man, I wish they were more like this or that. But then when you're finally like the boss or something, you realize, you gotta, it ain't mean to get people focused or delegate work or make sure people are getting shit done. It's not, because that's real life experience, you know, and if I want to prepare you for the next thing in your life, then sometimes I gotta be a hard ass.
You know, I often think being a nurse manager has got to be one of the most difficult jobs because, you know, whether it's union negotiations, all this stuff. So for your whole career, you're on one side. And then all of a sudden you become a manager and now you're the target of all this frustration. And you're like, well, 3 months ago.
You're not paying me.
Yeah, I was with you 3 months ago.
So,
yeah.
Yep.
I would imagine that's got to be difficult.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, I was under a year into nursing. Honestly, I was still like a new novice nurse. I took this management
got fired
job.
and everything.
I was like, I'm like, well, this is before this is before the Essentia let me go. But my contract had ended with their Epic, so I went back to Lakeshore. But then, I didn't like it. I was so new in the position. And then I was just unhappy in the role. Like, this just does not fit me. This is not what I want right now. I don't want to go directly into management. I want to actually gain some experience. Yeah. So then I started applying all over the place, from Duluth to the Twin Cities. I had interviews all over the place. I'm like, where do I go? Then I took a job at the Essentia in the neurotrauma ICU, which was one hell of a rude awakening of what I don't know at all. And that was such a scary place to be for a new nurse, truthfully. I worked there for a while. Yeah. And
more than 6 months.
More than 6 months. 6-7 years. Yeah. And learned a lot. It was some of my favorite times of work.
Really?
Yeah, like the camaraderie of the team when you're in such a stressful situation. Yeah. Like ICU nursing is, like if you're working a 12-hour shift, you're sitting around bullshitting for 8 to 10 hours of it. In 2 hours, you better know your shit. Yeah. You better know your shit. Backwards and forwards. That was super fun working there, actually.
I talked about this before. When I first went to college, I was initially, my track was to become an anesthesiologist. And I don't know, when you're young, none of the kids really understand like ins and out of anything. I just know when I went to the doctors, I thought it was cool. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, you see a couple patients, you go home. I talk to my friends that's doctors, they like, bro, this shit is different. Like, you can be sitting doing paperwork and all of a sudden you get a call and you're in a 6-hour surgery, and then you got to get this done and then go back and finish this, and then you might get an ER call right away, and those 12 to 16 hour shifts are 12 to 16 hours of work, which is very interesting. I don't know if I want that kind of hustle and bustle and stress, because that's nonstop, and you got to know your shit at all times then, so I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to be a nurse anesthetist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I was like, that's actually was like 8th grade. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna be a nurse anesthetist.
Yep. And it's a 4-year degree.
And for the viewers that don't know what that is, what is that?
So like you.
No, the viewers, I know what,
What
it
is
is.
it, Joe? You explain
It
it
was
to
a
'em.
nurse, and then you do a lot of aesthetosis and resthesis mainly.
It's a lot of stuff to say.
See what I mean? A lot of
Anesthetization is very high.
I've always said that.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
So for people who really may not know, good thing I'm here. It's kind of like a assistant to an anesthesiologist.
It's kind of like that. It's more
That's what I said.
within Minnesota. They're more. I think they can work more independently.
Yeah.
So an anesthesiologist is on board, and they're really doing most of the work, and the anesthesiologist is more kind of overseeing, is my understanding. I haven't worked in the OR for. I was a surgical services assistant. I was cleaning rooms when I was little. But so I really don't know the rollout, but I do know that the nurse anesthetists are working on, they're mostly delivering the care for the most part. They're delivering care, and I think the anesthesiologist would come in and sign off and double check and just kind of
So let's
make
say
the rounds, I believe.
And that makes sense.
Yeah, so let's say somebody wanted to go into that. So they would get their general nursing degree, and then do they go back to school?
It's only a 4-year degree. Nurse anesthetist is only a 4-year degree, right?
It's you have to get your 4-year bachelor's in bastards. You gotta get your bastards in nursing.
That's crazy.
You gotta be a nursing bastard.
Yeah.
So you gotta get your bachelor's in nursing, and then you go to school after that.
Okay.
For another 2 years, I want to say.
That still
But
ain't
it's
bad.
super competitive to get into schools.
Really?
There's a nurse anesthetist schools are super competitive, so it's.
Okay.
I think you got to take your MCATs on that. No, probably not MCATs. I don't know. Maybe the GRE. I don't know.
It's one of those letters. I can't
Yeah, and
pass
some
it.
entrance exams that a lot of people are. So the competition is super high on
For
it.
sure.
Yeah, and it's not that easy to get in. So
After you worked on the neurological floor, let's just say that. What was next?
So I continued school with that. When I was working in neuro ICU, I was continued school and got my bachelor's in nursing. And at that point, I had a whole bunch of student loans. I was like, oh, what do I do with this? Do I start paying these, or do I just keep going to school? I kept going to school.
Yeah, you gotta pay me yet.
Well, yeah, I didn't pay these yet. My goal was to never pay my student loans. So I thought I must achieve that. So kept going to school while working there. Then went into a master's in nursing program, initially in leadership and management, because I had that little taste of management earlier, and I knew that I didn't know it very well, and it kind of interested me, but I wasn't ready for that at that time. I quickly turned away from that and went into Family Nurse Practitioner program from there. So that took about 2.5, maybe 3 years to finish that program for the master's. And then I graduated from there. I was still working at Essentia in the neuro ICU and picking up I got cross-trained to the ER and also cross-trained to adult behavioral health.
So you can write scripts?
Yep.
We're going to talk
Let's talk
after
off camera.
Yeah, off
We
camera.
got a lot to.
Nothing in particular. Just,
Imodium.
Yeah,
Oh, no. That's,
my neck hurt a little bit.
yeah.
A little back pain, but
Perfect.
we see what's out there.
Tylenol's great.
Oh man. So, how did WebMed come about?
Oh man. So after I graduated with my family nurse practitioner, interviewed a whole bunch of different places, try to figure out where I was going to go and work. with my newfound degree. You know, here I am, ready to go, ready for the new workforce.
Yep.
I took a job in the Cloquet emergency room,
Okay.
and that was awesome. The Cloquet Hospital, honestly, I couldn't say enough about that place. They treat their employees very, very well.
So, shout out to okay.
Yeah, for real. Like they did a very good job as an employer. So worked there in the emergency room for, gosh, I was there for a total of 3 or 4 years. I don't even remember. But while working there, I noticed like that there was this consistent trend of mental health and poorly managed mental health, poorly available resources for mental health in Cloquet. Like there was people would come in and they weren't like in an emergent situation where they'd need to be admitted, but crisis enough to need help. They'd come in and we'd meet with them. Sometimes we get them started on meds. Sometimes we get them a refill of, if they ran out of a med, and then get them set up to have an appointment 30 miles away in Duluth, scheduled for 3 to 6 months out. Like, good luck for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. It was just consistently. So that kind of sparked this, like, this is broken. This doesn't work. This doesn't make sense. And I was probably about a year and a half out of school. And I got all these student loans, man. Oh, man. What do I do with these? So I've always had an interest in behavioral health, mental health in general. I mean, I grew up, I said when my mom was a nurse, she was a mental health nurse. So like dinner table conversations, and one I can think of in particular, and like, how was work? And blah, blah, blah. We're all sitting around the table. One conversation, remember, was like, yeah, it was a rough day. So I had to settle an argument between two guys because they both came in. And one guy cut his testicles off and fried them up, and the other guy called the police on him because he wouldn't share them. I was like, holy shit.
This a real story?
That's the real story. Yeah. We're like, what would get people to that point?
I mean, we've all been in that situation.
And I was just
hit
there.
that point?
I was just there this morning. Like, good thing I had football practice.
I'm hungry. What? So yeah, that's just, I think I was like 12 when I heard it. Was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, that's real life.
This is real.
Thanks for the story, Mom.
Yeah. Eat your meatballs, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, that just different stories. Like that's one that sticks out in my head. But just different things that are going on and how human behavior is super interesting. And the brain is just really weird. And consciousness is crazy. But I've always been into it. Like I said, I got cross-trained into adult behavioral health when I was working at Essentia. I was working inpatient, and I always had that interest. So then I was like, I'm going to go back to school and get my psychiatric certificate so I can adequately provide service to these people when they're coming into the ER. So I can get some more education, more foundation knowledge, more understanding of the field, and not practice outside of the scope of my practice as a family nurse practitioner. So I did that. That took, man, that was rough, actually. Because when I started that, I went to Winona State University, and it was like a hybrid. You got to go there and online, and clinicals. I had to drive to Aiken all the time. Finished that up in 2018, and after I graduated, I was kind of looking around for jobs. I didn't want to leave the emergency room because I really enjoyed it. And by that time, I got cross-trained in the hospitalist department. I was rounding on inpatients in Cloquet Hospital, and it's a great gig. I liked it so much. So then I was trying to figure out what to do, and I spoke with the executive leadership at Cloquet. I'm like, hey, let's launch mental health. And one of the ladies that was working there in executive leadership told me, okay, build out your program, your policies and procedures, and give them to me, and we'll launch it. It's like, hold on here. If I'm going to build out program policies, procedures, I'm going to do it myself. And that's what I told Rick, the CEO there. He was like, do it. We'll support you. Like, oh, man. Tear me a bone. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So Cloquet actually offered a room for free for me to practice out of when I initially launched the service.
Cloquet cool as hell.
Yeah,
For
real,
liking
like-
Cloquet right now.
Like, they gave me a room to practice out of. They let a receptionist sit at a desk. They charged me nothing.
Yeah.
Like, and to start the whole WebMed, like, I took out 0 loans. I worked my ass off.
Yeah.
12 to 16-hour shifts. I remember 31 to 33 days, 12 to 16-hour shifts of just,
Knocking them down.
setting them up, knocking them down, just to get the funding. I remember debating on starting the whole company. Like, insurance is like $1,200. Fuck.
Yeah.
I think of that now as like, I wish insurance was $1,200.
Right, exactly. Yep.
I wish.
Yeah, insurance has gotten crazy. Every month, it's like your insurance bills for a business owner is in the thousands. It's wild.
Yeah.
2,500. That's just medical malpractice.
Yeah.
With all the other insurances, general liability. And
That's
all
our
that.
general liability and stuff for the
that's-
center. If you taking care of kids, it's no joke. Like, it's no joke.
It's gotta be.
Our auto insurance is sick. Like, sick. So,
I don't even know what my auto insurance is for WebMed at all, and it's. I want to know.
might be nice not to know.
I should know, but it's like, ugh.
I know. I just got my policy, and it breaks down everything. I don't know what what each item costs. It's like it is what it is.
Yeah.
I just got to pay it.
Pay it. That's it.
Just close your eyes and use the card.
Yeah.
And press go.
Yep.
Before you
Painful.
continue into the building of MedWed, explain what it is WebMed does for people who may not know.
Oh yeah, so WebMed is a outpatient mental health and substance abuse company. Services provided are outpatient med management, therapy. Also have community support services with ARMS and adult targeted case management. We launched outpatient substance abuse treatment. So we do groups, individuals, one-to-ones. We're doing some long-term outpatient treatment for people who have been through not their first treatment, not their second, not their third, their 10th. We've had a lot of people who have been, and the long-term outpatient has been actually really, really cool for a lot of people.
Dope.
Some people have graduated and they're still sober today.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's cool.
really cool actually.
What ages?
So for outpatient substance abuse, it's 18 or older. That's what we're licensed for. Otherwise, age-wise, I think the youngest client we've had I want to say like 5 for
Really?
therapy.
Okay, yeah.
Med management-wise, it's pretty much any age.
For sure.
There's no top level for it either. So
Yeah.
all ages for outpatient mental health side of things. I mean, we do ADHD evaluations with the wait time of like getting in within the week, and the whole process takes like 4 weeks compared to it's like 6 to 12 months trying to get an ADHD eval.
Yeah.
The whole thing is just founded on access of care, like having care available for people when they're ready. That's the big thing, and that's where it was founded, and that's the whole idea premise. Like when it started from Cloquet, it's like there's no care out here. There's nothing. So we do like walk-in appointments. We'll never discharge or have a client not come see us anymore because they don't show up to their appointments. We'll put them on walk-in status so they can come any day, Monday through Thursday. Walk-in. The walk-in times start at 3,
Okay.
Monday through Thursday. So it's the premise of access, and is it the most financially lucrative premise to go for? Hell no. No. Blocking provider schedules for an hour, Monday through Thursday. It's like, it just doesn't make sense when you put the numbers together, but I feel like it's the right thing and it's the way it should be, as access available when people are ready.
Yeah, and especially in that field. I mean, you're really dependent on them to be ready.
Yeah, you can't push people to be ready. I mean, you could do only so much motivational interviewing. It's interesting though, because studies studies. I mean, what studies show? But studies show people that go to like outpatient treatment, right? Same results for people that go willingly or are court ordered.
Yeah.
The same long-term recovery result. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. That's very interesting.
They're not great. It's like 25%, but
It's something.
it's something. Yeah, but it's no different. So it's kind of.
So substance abuse, what's it like in Cloquet? Because you always kind of hear like that area has a lot of substance abuse problems, but you think, well, Duluth does too. I mean, do you have a lot of patients that come from all over the Arrowhead, or?
I would say Cloquet and Duluth have, per population size, very similar statistics, honestly. I wouldn't say Cloquet has a higher percentage from just based on our clinic. The two different clinics, we have one in Cloquet and one in Duluth. Just based on those two numbers average, it's super similar. Super similar.
So are you still based out of Cloquet Hospital?
No. COVID happened. It happened about 2020. It was a really weird time in our lives.
Really weird.
Yes. And think about it, like, what an
It was
odd
real
time. Like,
Yeah, it actually happened.
yeah, right?
I ain't gonna lie, I talk about this all the time. I had a ball. During COVID, I partied more during COVID than I have.
How are you partying during COVID?
Oh, dude, we were on the lake all the time. In the Bagman, I always had people over.
I had a birthday party at my house for one of my kids. I had the police called on us. Because we had too many people.
That's crazy.
Honestly, like, I was like, are you kidding me?
sick.
And the officer was like, how many people you got? Like, 4. There's 4 people outside.
Yeah.
He's like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good to go. Like, he didn't, but it was crazy. Like,
And they're kids.
They're kids.
Come on.
Like, they supposed to get sick.
Yes.
Let them.
that was,
Yeah. We, all that partying we did during COVID, never got it.
really?
Never got it. Even working at NY, so I did get COVID one time. And I damn near thought I was gonna die. I ain't gonna lie. There was a moment. This is a vulnerable moment I'm about to share with y'all and the viewers. There was a moment. So for 5 days straight, my temperature never went below like 102. Ever. Cold showers. Like I was putting bags of ice on my chest. It was over. And the only thing I could eat was tangerines and drink water. I was throwing Gatorade up because it tasted like a salt bomb. Water and tangerines. I ate nothing else for 6 days. And my breathing was so shallow. I remember sitting up from my couch, shuffling to the bathroom. That took me 5 minutes. And my bathroom is 6 feet away. It took forever. Pee, go lay back down, put my shirt back on. That's all I did. And there was a moment I laid on the couch and my breathing was so shallow that I just started crying. I was like, this is it. I'm pretty sure this is it. You know what I mean? And I couldn't talk. Like, you know, because every time you talk, you just coughing. And one of the best days of my life was, I remember somebody told me, yo, take some zinc and I'm going to drop some elderberry off on your porch and then just vitamin C. So we over got it, took that like in the morning and at night. And I woke up the next day and I took my first deep breath. Dog, it was the best feeling. I said, oh, I'm back. I'm back.
Get it.
Lungs were shot still. I mean, his lungs were fucked for a while. I couldn't get them back. But, yeah, that was the time.
We got the first campaign I ran, election night. We're supposed to have a party. We end up canceling it because everything was getting kind of crazy, whatever, at that time. And so the results come in. That night, I start feeling sick. And boom, we all get COVID. We go over to my in-laws' house. And the day after the election, I was sick as a dog, but I had a couple thousand yard signs scattered throughout Duluth. So we went out and picked them all up.
That was probably brutal.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
and then I went through this period of sickness for a couple days where I was so dehydrated that I don't remember it.
Yeah.
You know, that was a crazy time.
I laid on my bed, and you know how you see a chalk line of a body? That was my, every time I got up,
Sweat line.
it was disgusting. It was so bad.
Running
So I wash
102
my
fevers.
sheets every day. I wash my sheets and blanket every single day. Yeah, what a time. COVID was sick.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
Oh, so COVID happened. Right? Here we go. And we couldn't go to the hospital anymore. So we were like, what do we do? Like, we can't have people funneling through the hospital. They're like, hey, we can't give you this room anymore. We offered, and it was great. It was super kind. We were in like this panic state, but at the same time, telehealth started like really taking off. You know, you think of like in 2018, you talk about, you know, seeing a provider telehealth. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? 2 years later, it's like, oh yeah, you know, like portable computer cameras, little cameras you put on top of your computer. Those went up from like $12 to like 80 at Walmart. I'm like, oh my God, holy hell. So we were able to bridge with telehealth for a lot of people that were in Cloquet, and CMS and all the guidelines opened up to allow us to do telehealth more frequently and made it more available, which was nice. So at that time, I was scrounging, looking for a building to buy, looking somewhere to go into. I bought this building in Cloquet it's on Avenue B. It used to be the DMV, I want to say.
Okay.
And then there was a pet, some pet store. I'm not sure if it was a pet store or a pound, or I don't know what the hell it was. Then they turned it into a lumber yard, and I walked through, I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Price is right. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, it took a hell of a lot of renovation in the place to make it look appropriate. And we're still working on renovation on it today. But either way, we moved. It probably was a 6-month process from not being able to go to Cloquet to buying that place. There, the second floor was already done, so we could start immediately with some people. But the bridging telehealth was nice. That's kind of how that
For sure.
broke down on that.
Yeah.
and then Duluth, where are you at in Duluth?
So Duluth at that time, just before COVID hit, I was renting a room in the Wells Fargo building. God, I forgot about that. Oh, wow. Renting a room in the Wells Fargo building. It was like some random floor. And like, you got to go through these doors. And like, people are like, how do I find this? Like,
Yeah.
it worked for the time being because we were small and wasn't really sure if this was going to work. And then it's just started getting weird of like, oh, good luck finding us. We're in Duluth. You know? But we then moved to the Medical Center South, which is just like 1 block south of St. Luke's.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, it's a block away from Gitchigami. Right
Oh, yeah,
where
the,
London turns into...
Orthopedics in there.
Yes.
Yeah. That brown brick building.
Yes.
Yeah, we moved in there and started renting the room there, and that worked out well. I mean, it was weird. It was owning a business at the time was so weird. You know, putting up these blockades, and I remember trying to figure out where the hell to put people, COVID wise, with the 6 feet apart, like a shield, and like it was such an odd time.
I look back at, you know, all these old videos from that time, and you see people with, you know, the half shield masks, and you think, God, how many people just fell for that?
Yeah, and
didn't
there's
do
people-
anything.
I remember a video that they was sending out from China where the people fainting in the streets. I said, I would never fainted. I don't know nobody who just fainted walking around just as this COVID just punched you real hard and you just lost it all in that moment. What a time we lived in.
Yeah. It's really hard to know, you know, with media, you know, too, like...
Social media, all of it, news.
I think it was just oh man.
We can get into some shit right now.
To honestly,
We can go conspiracy style. And
I'm
love it.
dude, I am.
You're gonna start watching the Y-Files podcast.
Oh, talk about already on it. Already on it. It's tough.
Yes.
It's tough.
AJ and Hecklefish,
Oh,
they get it
I'm
done.
A big,
They get it
You ever watch
done.
Ninjas or Butterflies?
No, ninjas and butterflies.
I'll put you on.
like I just feel it was a real bad variant of the flu,
That's all it was.
and the treatment was so off base, like the respiratory thing, and that's what killed all these people.
And that's why I never went into the hospital. because I was afraid to get put on a ventilator.
Yeah.
I truly was. I thought the moment they put me on here, Pezzy is gone. And I wasn't ready yet.
It's so interesting because, like, I remember reading
Wasn't ready.
one story or one study where, like, the people that went on ventilators did worse. And it's like, but then again, how true is that? And, like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, what actual facts are we getting on this? You know,
we know nothing.
So funky at the time.
We know nothing. We just scrolled our phones.
Yeah.
And I ate a lot of. So Wild State used to do donut and cider pairings every Saturday. We were there. Go pick up your donuts and cider, take them back to the house, and we just smash donuts and drink cider all day. Get on the boat.
Well, you know what the other wild thing is? So for skiing, high school, Minnesota State High School League, you had to wear a mask outside during a race.
In the cold.
In the cold. Like 20 below, people have
Cold kills
these dumb
diseases.
masks on. And the problem is when you're breathing through it, it's freezing to your face. And
But remember, the high school kids had to wear masks during basketball?
that's wild.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, they had to wear masks in hockey too.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
That has got to be the most unhealthy
wanna
decision
sue
you ever
Earth.
made.
If there's a way. There's a lawyer out there that would take that chance.
Make mechanical bees.
The mechanical bees.
Mechanical. I want to buy Earth. How much does Earth cost?
How much is the earth? How much for 1/4 of the earth?
What's the Earth cost?
As WebMed is growing, and you're continuing this work, are you learning just, and this is probably a simple question, but learning a lot of different ways to do treatment, or what are some things that you see that's working overall, and some things that you want to kind of?
So, like, I think of different ways of doing treatment. I think of tackling depression for people. Mm-hmm. And depression's, it's weird and tricky, especially for an adult male. Hitting that population in particular, a lot of adult males from northern Minnesota, stoic, look, I don't have depression. I just don't want to get out of bed in the morning.
That's true.
You know?
First of all,
No, this is good. You need to pay attention.
No, really,
This is great.
Depression looks so different on so many people and affects so many different people so differently.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of different ways to get at depression that have been found clinically to be really, really successful. TMS is transcranial magnetic stimulation. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that.
I'll talk about that a lot.
Yeah?
it comes up every podcast.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Y'all know about TMS?
It's a usual comment.
Yeah.
It's a dinner place conversation.
Exactly, yeah. First date talk.
Yeah.
First date done. What do you think of TMS?
Yeah, where do you stand on TMS?
Yeah, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah.
No, TMS is it's the use of high frequency magnets, kind of like an MRI machine, to rewire the pathways of the brain. Really.
They have shrooms for that.
Oh, I know. Speaking of shrooms, we do Spravato. Spravato is covered from insurance.
That's nice.
That is a super nice way that has been clinically effective. The people who have done Spravato at our clinic, significant improvement of symptoms.
So is that Spravato is a big pharma version of a mushroom?
No, it's ketamine basically. It's got one molecule difference from normal ketamine, but it is covered by insurances, where regular ketamine's been used for years for sedation. I remember when I was in the ER, we were using it for people with shoulder dislocations to relax them, so we could pop back in so they relax their muscles. It couldn't hurt. I was like, okay, relax the muscles, and bam, we pop back in. We use it for kid sedation because it doesn't affect the respiratory drive. But they found that it works for depression also. The problem with ketamine for depression is insurances don't pay, so now you're paying out of pocket. And I just don't think that it's fair to have a non-covered treatment what puts people that can't afford it unavailable to receive it.
Exactly.
That's hard. I mean, absolutely. There's loan programs and whatnot that different places offer, but it's hard when it's an out-of-pocket cost for people. Where Spravato, one molecule difference, and same results, similar results as ketamine. So it's an intranasal spray actually. And appointments are like 2 hours. You kind of sit there and just kind of relax, monitor your blood pressure, and then people are on their way. So those are the two different treatment-resistant depression modalities. That's what it's called clinically. And treatment-resistant depression is if you've tried 2 antidepressants and they don't work, then it's technically treatment-resistant.
Some of these drugs are wild how they work.
They are.
And how they figured it out. I was getting my tonsils taken out when I was like 25. And I've had a lot of surgeries in my life, and I was never worried about them. For some reason, right before this surgery, I got to thinking, man, what if they mess up or whatever? So the nurse had come in and said, you want something for it? And I was like, sure, what the heck, why not? Bro, I didn't care. I don't know what they gave me, but I was like, whatever, man. Whatever you want to do. How did they figure that out?
You do you, man.
Yeah.
Live your life.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Yeah. No, I had brought up mushrooms because I've been looking at, they got some of those clinics on the East Coast and the West Coast now where they go in and they microdose, and it helps with depression and anxiety and things like that. And even like CBD, just all the benefits. There's so many things out there, like natural, type things that I'm all about. Cause I don't know, I just watch so many people just get fucked up off of these depression meds or things like that. Especially if they aren't handled correctly or too much is given out at one point. It can make it worse for some people.
One of the scariest things of depression, managing depression, and what anyone that's ever ordering it legally should be saying to anybody is like, this can worsen thoughts of depression. And I think part of that is it really worsen the thoughts of depression, or is it alleviating the fatigue and really the ambition to move forward? So that ambition kind of relieves, but then the depression and the suicidal thoughts are still there. So then, bam, you have suicide. You previously had suicidal thoughts and you have zero ambition to fucking do anything, let alone brush your teeth, comb your hair, get out of bed. Now, the ambition's there, and you still have these suicidal thoughts. Yeah. It's like, oh shit. Yeah. That is the one scary thing, and that doesn't happen for everybody, but that is something that should be discussed. Yeah. Every provider. Definitely. Super rare that does happen. A lot of people, they just make you suicidal. No, they don't actually. Yeah. Do that. They help with the ambition, but the thoughts are still there. Definitely. I mean, gold standard is meds and therapy. I mean, I love the idea okay, meds and therapy, gold standard. It's like you got to play the Legos, right? You got to play the Legos. I got to play the Legos. You got to play the Legos. We all got some Legos. Who doesn't like Legos? We all have different amounts of Legos when we're born, so we're all looking at our plate. Oh, that's cool. All right, go through life. When you're going through life, sometimes you're going to tip some Legos over and Legos fall off the plate. You got a different amount. No, I got a different amount. You got a different amount. Make a house. All right. We're all making a house. Like yours, you got like a mansion. You got this lake house. I got this old fucking house with no roof. I'm like, this fucking sucks. I don't like this fucking house. Look at your fucking house. Look at your house. You guys, fuck you. This sucks. Yeah. This sucks. That's depression. Yeah. You don't have enough Legos on your plate. Yeah. Meds.
Just a simple way to put it.
Right. Meds, what meds do is they allow more Legos to be put on my plate. Boom. All right. Build a house. Fuck yeah. I got a whole bunch more Legos on my plate. Your house looks great. Your house looks great. I got this big, beautiful, giant shack with no fucking roof. It's just big. It's like, this still fucking sucks. Yeah. This isn't any better. That's where therapy comes in. Yeah. Therapy is like the instructions in a Lego book. Yeah. Like, hey, put your fucking Legos like this. Yeah. Start rethinking this. Exactly. Now that you have enough Legos on your plate to think differently, let's start using those Legos appropriately. That is a gold standard of depression treatment.
For sure.
Meds and therapy, and really the goal for meds should be 2 years and start tapering off. Got it. And if some people need it longer, that's I do. Yeah. So. Yeah. But that is kind of my little rant on how that works.
I got a couple questions as we wrap up. Do you see more men or women come in for the depression side of things?
Depression alone? Oh man, that's a good question. I'm not sure on that. Overall, men versus women, I'd say 2 to 1, 3 to 1 women over men
Okay.
that are coming in for mental health assistance right now.
Yeah.
And I think that's primarily because men don't seek it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
When you're young, you're taught like, hey, don't cry, don't
Exactly.
be a man,
Yeah.
suck it up. Hey, like there's something wrong with you if you have emotions.
Yeah.
It's like that is taught to young boys at a very, very young level. Like I know it was taught to me, and I think it's changing a little bit. I do think culture is changing on that, but we're talking about adults right now too. Like that's what we were taught.
Exactly.
And it's hard to fight against that and people change their thoughts and values of what makes me a man.
Yeah.
Compared to when you're finally broken down. That's where a lot of men will come in a crisis. Like, hey, this isn't working.
Yeah.
It's super interesting on like the male dynamic of mental health. Like I could have a really long conversation on it.
For sure.
Intra-relationship dynamic. Super interesting. But, yeah.
And same with like age group, like is there a population like the 20 to 30 or that you see in a lot of, or
I think our primary demographic that's using our services, I want to say is like 19 to 40-year-old women.
okay.
And we're trying to figure out how to get more people engaged, involved, in seeking help. It's like you're supposed to go to the dentist once a year, check your teeth out. So let's go to a primary care doctor, check over your body. Why are we checking up on our brain?
Yeah.
For real. Like making mental health a routine care is not pushed, thought, or even discussed.
Yeah.
Like everyone should have a goddamn therapist. If you don't need a fucking therapist, I'm worried about you. Because you're a fucking robot.
I got one.
Yeah, I got one too.
No, for real.
Pez is my therapist.
Like whether you see them once a year and you just pop in, check up once a month, or you see them weekly, like it's like we go through things in life that are super hard to go through, like very, very, very difficult. And trying to navigate some of those things alone can cause destructive patterns in our lives and destructive actions, behaviors that we as humans really don't want to be destructive usually. But we try coping with as best we can with the resources that we have or we're willing to use too,
For sure. Man, it really is a wild thing. It is. Like, it's a wild thing, but I appreciate the work y'all do for sure, because there's not enough of it, I think. Or enough of it just isn't truly understood, So the stigma on it is, well, like you said, I don't need that, or I'm not as crazy as this person. What does that even mean? What does crazy mean? Right. We're all fucked up, in some way, shape, or form.
That's
it.
Like,
it's what it is.
Like, it just depends on the day and time you talk to me.
That's it, for
like
real.
how I'm doing. Like, I'm just as fucking crazy as anyone else, depending on day and time, man. Like,
my Monday through Thursday answer is very different from my Saturday night.
Right.
My Saturday night, it's wild.
Top of the world.
Top of the world. Just living. It's crazy.
The champion of the world!
As we wrap up, I ask everybody this question towards the end. I don't think of it as if you would go back and change anything, but if you could go back and say something to younger Tim, what would that be?
That's a good question. My best advice to younger Tim would be graceful to yourself. Give yourself grace. Honestly, yeah. Because I can be pretty hard on myself. I mean, I struggle with depression, struggle with low self-esteem. I mean, fucking roll-off diagnoses here. I have ADHD, I'm an alcoholic, and now I have general anxiety disorder. Thank you, doctor.
There you
Fuck
go.
you.
Yeah. That's why I don't go to therapy. They tell me too many things I don't want to know about myself.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I'm sure I got a lot of them too, but I'll never know about it.
I would say learn how to love yourself, honestly. Yeah, I've taken this voyage over the past few years of like learning how to accept me for myself, where I'm at today. You know, just learning to give grace, and I found what you put out in the world is what you're going to get back, 100%. Like, I can't get something I'm not willing to give.
For sure.
I can't. There's no possible way I could receive something without being willing to give it. You know, whether that's in work, and within a family, within a relationship, with any area of my life, I need to be willing to give what I want. And give what I want, not just willing, but actually giving. Saying you're willing to do something is cute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
I'm willing to
do
do
it.
that. No, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate that. It's a big one, man. It's a big one. Don't be so hard on yourself all the time. Some people, I know me, I beat myself up all the time. Sometimes about dumb shit too. It's like, Pez, you good. Just chill. Just chill.
Yeah, this morning. And go work out.
That's it. Just go work out. Get up at 5.
Like, you
get it done.
lazy fuck, Tim. Come on.
Lazy
Yeah,
bastard.
like, you don't want to work out because you can't do what you did 2 years ago. You know, you just don't want to go down there. I'm like, no, just go do it.
Just go do it.
Shut up and go do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, thanks again for being with us, man. We appreciate it. This
Thank
is
you
fun.
very much.
Heck yeah. And thank y'all for being with us. And like always, like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you next time.
Boom.
Boom.